know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. It seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. You see a big store and I borrowed.
Sage Wanderer here, and welcome to Henry Hagg Lake. And today we are taking out the canoe boat contraption for the first time this year. We made a few changes to it, and we're running it on the car. Last year we did have a pickup, but I designed this system to run on this car. So what we have is our base canoe right here, and this is our deck on the top. And I have pontoons built that fit in the back of this back seat of the little compact car. And we're going to put together a Tri-maran and troll with an electric trolling motor on Henry Hagg Lake today, and see if we can't pick up some big trout on fishing with Sage. Sage Wanderer coming at you from Henry Hagg Lake. Whoop, whoop. Hey, any day fishing is a good day. So we kind of got a late start today. We had to put our boat rig together. We had to get a new battery. You know, I took the battery that we were using last year and put it in my camper van for the winter. So I went ahead and bought a new one for the trolling motor. I got my Minn Kota 30-pound trolling motor here, which moves us along pretty good. Let's see, might as well go full speed. We're tearing it. We're really moving out, man. We're full speed. But it gets us where we're going, and we're a couple of big guys, let me tell you. And but you might notice that this isn't your ordinary canoe. This canoe is a lot more stable than your ordinary canoe because of what I did to it. So I installed this deck and these pontoons, this pontoon over here. Now, what these are made out of, hang on, let me get the boat straightened out. What these are made out of here is foam from Lowe's, the pink foam from Lowe's. I'll show them the pontoons. And I shaped them, made them, I guess, somewhat water dynamic, and now those would eventually take on water if I didn't seal them in some way. So they're covered in fiberglass and resin like a skateboard. I mean, not like a surfboard, rather. So I basically made little surfboard pontoons. You want to show them the pontoons so they can see? And you know, that PVC pipe runs as a U shape down through the middle of it. It's all sealed in there. Even you can see look at the top here, even the PVC pipe is filled with foam insulation, the expanding foam. So it gets us around pretty good unless the waves get too big. It's a whole lot more stable. We can stand up in this, so I'm gonna get straight. I got another boat coming. Let me get around them here. Do a turn. We're about to do some trolling here in a minute, but I wanted to show you the boat. But we can stand up, so I can still do it. Stand up really good in this boat. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. I can almost jump up and down in it. I could get up there, but I'm kind of lazy. Let's see. If I fall in, throw me a lifeboat. Can you throw down the camera and save my life? Here we go. Bam! If I fell in, it would just be from lack of balance, not from the boat being wobbly. So, you can take a tippy canoe with this little contraption, this deck. Now, how is the deck connected? That's interesting. Show them right there where the deck's connected. You can see it's connected by a cinch strap. This bear's finger. And so it's just hooked on here with the strap, but you can see it's solid. You're not going to move it. I don't know. I dreamed this up in the winter time, dreaming about fishing and how I didn't have a boat and how the canoe was just too tippy and I was afraid of getting wet. Works pretty good. I hope to purchase a real boat this summer, maybe a drift boat, some kind of little aluminum fishing boat, something I can tow behind a small car. But this system works. In the end, I can just put it back in storage where it's been all winter long. All right, let's see if we can catch some fish at Henry Hagg Lake. Fishing with Sage. So yeah, the lighting wasn't that good for my last video, but I was letting you see the contraption on the canoe here. So, you know, we're in the canoe. You ready to be on camera? Whoop, whoop. He's getting ready. So we're just in this 16-foot Old Town canoe, and I built this deck that goes across, and it's tied in right here with cinch straps. So you can see there, it's just strapped, ratchet strapped on. Goes all the way under the boat. It doesn't affect the tracking any. And I made these once again out of the kind of foam you get from Lowe's. You know, it's only 4 inches thick, but I sandwiched it together to make a block, and I glued the pieces together till I had a block. Then I shaved the block like a surfboard maker shaves a surfboard. I made it thicker, which gave me some hassles a little bit when it came to doing the polyester fiberglass resin over the top. You know, it's not as slick, and because I sanded between coats, I don't know, I got some burn through on the sander because I painted it first. I painted it green first, and then I put the clear coat on top of it. And when I did the second coat, the clear coat, I cut through it with a sander and got into the pink again. But I could fix it easy, but because it's fiberglass, it's just like a fiberglass boat or surfboard. I can just paint over the top of it again, buff that, and do another round of resin if I want to. But, you know, even though it's foam, it's not soft. You can, you know, it's solid, it's hard. And then I made the deck. Obviously, this is just pressure-treated plywood, but the underpinning of the deck, the metal framing, is actually a shelving unit from Lowe's. So you can get a shelving unit from Lowe's and make one of these yourself with just a little bit of work. It was just a fun project in the summertime, and it made my boat into a trimaran, my canoe into a trimaran. But I hope to get a crafty drift boat to come back to this lake before the end of summer. All right. Fishing with Sage. Oh, let's show them the rig while we're at it, Justin. So we're getting ready to troll. Oh, I said your name. I know your real name's out there. Ah! All right. So this is our trolling rig. You might be able to see that. Hold that up so that they can see it. It's just a series of blades and beads on a cable. That's going to go spinny, spinny, round and round, and go shiny, shiny, and it's going to make all the trout go crazy, crazy. And then dragging behind that is a leader that we will hang a hook on. Number 6 bait hook, where we will then put one of these power bait trout nuggets on there. Dragging behind, you could also use a night crawler. We like the power bait, and this system generally kills them. Let's see if we have any luck today on Fishing with Sage. Got one on. Looks like we picked up one trolling here. I was running the boat. The boy picked up one, and out here, it's going to be on here pretty soon. Get the net, get the net, get the net. Oh, wait a minute, I got to get my fishing pole. Oh, I can't run the camera and do my pole. Oh, here we go, bring him in. Ah, kind of missed it. I can't run the camera and net him at the same time, but I got him in. He ain't big, but he's one. Now, let's see if I can save my... we got rig. One, got another one. Yep. There you go, you take it. I'm trying to film. All right, he's skunking me. It's 2-0. I think it's because my pole, I have this white line. I don't know if you can see this line, but it's really high visibility line. Now, I got a long leader on there behind my flasher, but I'm thinking maybe that white line leading up to my flasher is too visible potentially. Maybe why I'm not catching him. But that's 2 passes for him, and I ain't got anything in the boat yet. But hey, that's the way it goes. Otherwise, they'd just call it catching and not fishing. Well, she ain't pretty, but she gets the job done. And I got to tell you, those pontoons sure make a difference in stabilizing things. Loving my boat. I've only got a couple in the boat today, but we sure got to test out the rig.
We're good.
All right, I got one on. Woo, he jumped. Did you get that?
Oh, no.
He's a runner. He's a runner. Wow. You want to get this net?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm out of running room.
Oh, you are? You gotta bring him around to me. Bring him around to me.
Finally got me one in the boat. Yeah. Fishing with Sage. Wouldn't be fishing with Sage if I got skunked. Can't get skunked. Right on. Look at this guy. Look at him. Oh, I barely had him jaw hooked. Look at that. Beautiful trout. Gorgeous fish. I'm sure video can't do it justice. So pretty. Fishing with Sage, it's working. Got the canoe boat contraption. Fish, get on our hook now, or 1776 will commence. 1776 will commence again. 1776 will commence again. Well, looks like we got another rainbow on. Trolling it. Henry Hagg Lake. Come on, baby.
Bring him around.
Come on.
Keep reeling in. Keep reeling in.
I can't reel. I'm at the end of it.
Bring him in over here.
Lift it up. Lift it up. I'm bringing him to you. Bringing him to you. I'm gonna lay him up right in that pole. Yeah. That's how it's done, baby. Rainbow City. Rainbow City. Woo. Number 2. Now we're even.
Yeah.
Now we're 2 and 2. All right, we're running out of daylight. It's getting low. Low on sunlight around here. We've got a little more time. This boat contraption takes a while to take apart and get back in that little car. Aren't they pretty? Some of the prettiest fish on earth, if you ask me. And oh, they cook so good. We'll probably, hopefully, if not this episode, next episode, we'll add a cooking portion to this and show you how we get these fish ready for the table and how awesome they taste and really what a gift from God they are. Awesome. You couldn't ask for a better day than this. Beautiful. What is it, 60 degrees? Gorgeous day. All right.
Smoke on the water, a fire in the sky. Smoke on the water, don't.
I don't even know if you can see the smoke on the water. So apparently there is some kind of forest fire or controlled burn. We got a fish? What? Oh, gotta turn the boat. Take pictures and drive at the same time. Try that on the interstate. Get in trouble. Boats are more forgiving. All right. Yeah, there's definitely smoke on the water here. And it's coming from this controlled burn or potentially a forest fire that's coming in over this hill behind me. From the other side of the lake, you can see a real column of smoke that's coming in on the wind and coming right over Henry Hagg Lake today. And yeah, smoke on the water for sure. I don't know if this is going to come through in the video, but it is really, we're in a pretty good cloud of smoke. Maybe you can see the edges of it if I give it a pan. Sure is a pretty day in March, I gotta say. God bless the Republic. Just gonna come up and jump. This is like a fairly nice one here. Feels like better than the ones I've got so far. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Nicest fish of the day. That's the best one today. That's the nicest one today. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. Woo. Do you see me land him beautifully too? Just like you're supposed to. Look at this fish. Look at that fish. Wow. Isn't he pretty? And I just barely had him hooked in the meat of the mouth. Right there. But that barb, I had him good. He's attached. He wasn't going anywhere. Give me back. There we go. All right, well, I'm going to need that stringer in just a second. But woo-hoo-wee, that is a pretty fish. That's the nicest one today, I think, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Man, I'm 3 and 2. I picked up. I come from behind. I come from behind to catch ya. All right, we're running out of daylight. It's been fishing with Sage. It's time to go home and take this boat apart and put it all back in that little bitty car. You got it? You got your pull out? We're out of here. Oh, wait, that's reverse. Forward! The other way. Take a piece of that sunset.